It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos.
Woo! Give it to him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Bridgewater to Sutton, first down, Denver. First down, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Bridgewater. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their second attempt here, the first drive stalled and they punted.
Time to break some things out, I think, in the playbook. Now that they've gotten...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Blake Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to.
And oh, it coughed it up! Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Bridgewater. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. To throw is Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open...
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The return man down to a knee. And this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, McManus. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. McManus. They set up the screen for Sermon. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. It's loose. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McManus. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw on 2nd down, McManus. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Toss play to McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a throw here to his running back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. McManus. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down.
Right there. 54, right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw again. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 99 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go.
Short-term memory.
And move on to the next series.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. McManus. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to let it go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Check 56. Let's go. Yellow. Let's go, Wolverine. They got time right, time. Yellow. Everyone got four down. I got you, 45. I got it.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Butker's kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Right there. 54, right there.
On 1st and 10, McManus. And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
To throw on 3rd down, McManus. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. This out quickly to Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Off the play fake. McManus going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Off play action. McManus. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. A first down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 178 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get one score closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 190 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They run it with McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Butker's kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So that'll change things a bit. 15 yards added on, going to put them on the other side of midfield.
And add on a shake of the head defensively because he got caught where his hand wasn't supposed to be. And that cost him 15 yards.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Back to throw. McManus. He's got Mason complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, McManus. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Looking to throw. McManus. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Nick Bolton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Under 43.
They run once more with McCannon. And he'll get a good bunch of that penalty yardage back, but he's also tackled inbounds. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Second and 4. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Oh, and he'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, fourth down now. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.